district of Himachal Pradesh is known for its natural beauty and traditions. But a village nestled among these mountains has been the subject of discussion for its rules and regulations for the past many years. Interestingly, in Rarang village of Kinnaur, several anti-smoking posters can be seen. In fact, the village has witnessed the devastation caused by fire many times. In order to overcome this, the villagers took this step decades ago.
इसका एक कारण ये है कि हमारे गांव में जो हमारे जो
The reason for this is that the houses in the villages are quite adjacent to each other. If you resort to smoking in the open, then there may be a danger of fire.
लगभग 100 साल पुरानी वो तो हमें
Elders used to tell us that there was a fire accident about 100 years ago. A fire broke out in front of us 7 times. Sometimes children and elders, we all used to go at 2 o'clock in the night to extinguish the fire.
Why smoking is banned in Rarang village? According to the villagers, in the past 100 years, there have been 7 incidents of fire accident in the village. Prior to independence, the entire village was destroyed in a fire mishap, while 3 times the fire had engulfed more than half of the village. The last reported incident of fire in the village was in 2005, wherein 3 houses were engulfed in the blaze. Also, Rarang village is situated in such a place, atop a hill, where strong winds blow throughout the day, which could provoke even a small spark to start a blaze. There are traditional wooden houses in the village which are at a high risk of catching fire. All the houses in the village are very close to each other, hence fire can spread easily from one house to the other. It is an insult to call a fire brigade in case of a fire mishap, because the nearest fire station is 45 kilometers away from the district headquarters of Rarang.
कई बार यहाँ पर आगजनी
Many times there has been a blaze here. Our unity is the biggest reason for the curb on fire-related incidents.
यूनिटी है उस यूनिटी के आधार पर हमने काबू पाया है.
In addition to the ban on smoking bidis and cigarettes in the village, whistle blowing is not allowed.
सिटी बजाने का मतलब ये था कि वहाँ आग लग चुका है.
A whistle means that there has been a fire. Till there is an old-fashioned belief, we go with it. 2 years ago, there was a fire in our village. So people were gathered by whistling. So we believe that when incidents of fire or such other incidents happen, whistling is done then and there. But no errant whistling is entertained.
घटनाएं होती है तब वहीं पे सिटी बजाया जाता है. उसके अलावा कहीं नहीं बजाया जाता है.
There is also a provision to impose a fine of 500 rupees in the village for errant whistling. Apart from this, the panchayat can also punish the person for taking strict action, as people gather due to unnecessary whistling, which in turn waste their time. Every blaze in the village has been controlled by the villagers themselves. Rarang may have suffered the arsenal of fire-related mishaps, but every time the village has faced this difficulty together and have even stood up against all the odds. Overall, Rarang village has set an example of unity and has learned its lessons from the fire-related incidents.
बाहर से भी हमारे यहाँ पर कई टूरिस्ट आते हैं. बाहर से
Many tourists visit the village. They do not know that bidis and cigarettes are banned. When they start drinking here, the people of the village interrupt them. In this way, the village stands as an inspiration for the youth.
These rules are also taken care of during wedding ceremonies held in the village. Even during this time, there is no smoking and errant whistling done. Every precaution is taken while lighting the fire. The rules made by the villagers of Rarang to protect themselves from the accidents has set an example for other villages today. Also, these rules provoke to be a profitable deal for the younger generation who are trapped in the web of drugs.
हम नशे के
We want to motivate the youth against drug addiction. In the upcoming time, we want to keep the youth away from drugs.
Apart from protecting villages and forests from fire, the government has also undertaken several campaigns to keep the youth away from drugs. But Rarang village has found a solution to these problems long ago due to its rules and regulations, the benefit of which will continue to be passed on to the village from generations to generations. Bureau Report, ETV Bharat.
To watch 24/7 News Live, download ETV Bharat app.